All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Check out! Run, 40! 52 to mine! Wants to run! Ready!
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here we go.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's Love. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Check out! Line 80! 2 times!
Here's Love. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down! 280! Cut! Check 31! Check 31!
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield. and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
58's the money. 58's the money. It's just me and you.
Hey, exit.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of the touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st down, Jaguars.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. All you get is a headache.
Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Quiet down. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You got it.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Slam.
Hey, check 24. 124.
Later 2. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, 734.
5.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Out to Cole on the right side. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Love. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
What they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From his end zone, it's Carr on 3rd and long. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Carr. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
You're mine. Check 4, check 4.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Shoot. 93.
From the 40 now on second down. Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Right, 675.
52's the mic, boys. 52. 11.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down.
16-yard line.
Right, 674.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Throwing is Locke. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Third and 1.
Check out. Right, 623. Target.
They run with Hines, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Play action. It's Locke. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to go deep for Funch. This is caught at the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. It's right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Carr, and finding Keelan Cole. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Down. 185. 58 to Mike. In your face. Check it. Deuce right, Chief. 29.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Carr now on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it up. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 50. White Monday down. Get this. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker.
On play action. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
34. Jaguars nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Showing it. Greater one. You go take.
On the run, it's Fournette. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pull it together. Check 13. Low.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
180.
No.
637.
To throw, it's Carr. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Carr. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before. Almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I'm scared. Check.
White Monday.
Watch the shit.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run again with Hines. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rock. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That second down play nets a -4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Kill. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the out. Check 50.
Right down.
On play action, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Later 9.
Carr now to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing now is Carr. Open man right side is Shark. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Fournette running right. Pushes him over. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
94.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Well, Gumbo.
We got this. Out.
On 2nd and a couple. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Goodwin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Luck. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Wide open receiver complete. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 79 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
Now Luck. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Play action. Now it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Undercrunch. Undercrunch.
They'll run with Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now, and the Lions emerging victorious. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Where's I go? Blue 90!
Watch the screen, watch the screen! Watch the screen!
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they